So I got this used RYOBI 31cc 15-inch straight shaft weed eater. I guess it's a 705R, and it's in bad condition. Really doesn't pull over. I'll show you that in a second. Really nasty. So I don't know the history of this, but it could have been left outside. Could have had some condensation built up. Got some rust going on right there. But its piston is stuck. I don't want to pull on it too hard. But let's see here. Anyway, it's not completely seized. Kind of partially seized. I'm thinking maybe some condensation got in there, maybe some rust in the cylinder piston there. Could be just be carbon built up. So what I think I'll do is take the plug out and see if we can see down in there. And after that, I'm going to put some kind of lubricant in the spark plug hole and see if it'll loosen up that piston. So let's take this plug out. Okay, spark plug doesn't really look too bad. More on the lean side, I would say. All right, let's go in and see if we can see with the piston. You can see some carbon buildup there. Looks like there's some right there, pretty heavy. Alright, we're going to leave it right there, and we're going to get some, I think I've got some ATF fluid I'll put in there, and we'll just let that soak. So it'll be a little easier. Alright, so we will revisit this a little bit later. So I'm back now after a couple of days. I took the spark plug out, drained out some of the ATF that was still in the cylinder, and I'm going to pull the starter cord to blow any excess out that's still in there. You can see it all over here. It's pretty much of a mess. Pulls really well. Of course there's no plug in there, but still piston's moving. See the ATF coming out of there. So we're going to clean up the spark plug. Before I do anything else, I guess I should take this cover off here. should just lift right off. Have the lever straight up here. Pretty nasty looking filter. Carburetor. Yeah, somewhat. I can't really tell. I'm sure it's probably gunked up. It's bad. So let's take a look at the plug and see if we get any kind of fire. So the spark plug is right here. Let's test and see what kind of spark we have. It's not bad. We're at now. Just tested the plug. As you saw, it has really good spark. Put the plug back in and tried to pull the cord for the first time with the plug in since we've added the ATF. And I could not pull the cord. I guess it's hydrolocked from the excess ATF that's still in there. Tried to get as much as I could out by pulling with the plug out. A lot of it, came out, but apparently there's still some in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just turn it upside down and let it all drain out overnight, or a couple of days or something. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and check the compression. So sometimes with the ATF or putting oil or even gas down in the spark plug hole, it can mess up the reading of the gauge here. So if it doesn't go up past, let's say 50, because I know it has more compression than like 50, or if it doesn't hold, that could mean that the gauge is not reading properly, because I seriously doubt that the weed eater is that messed up. So we really need about 100 pounds for this to be something that I want to really continue to work on or repair. Otherwise, it's just really not going to be any good if it's not around, 95, 100, because it's not going to really start. So let's go ahead and pull and see what we've got here. It's already up. 100's going to be right here. All right, so we're like at 120. Not bad, not bad at all. This weed eater is good. And it's holding. Let's go ahead and release it. So one more thing I want to do before I leave this overnight and let that ATF drain out more is just take a look at the muffler while we're here. Take a look and see if we can see what it looks like, the piston there. See if there's a lot of carbon buildup. See if we need to clean the screen. Doesn't look completely clogged. All right, let's. Yeah, gasket is still on here. So let's take a look in here. I'm going to try to get some light here. Okay, so there's not a whole lot of carbon. There's some on the side here, a little bit. Not a whole lot though. Piston looks really good. There's some scoring there. There's the top. Some carbon there. That's the cylinder head. It's not bad back there. Can't tell if the rings are actually working or not, but with 120 psi, I'm sure they are. So I'm going to clean off some of that carbon. There's a little scoring, but I don't see any whole lot of carbon buildup. Doesn't look too bad, really. So let's put it right there and try to clean some of that off in there. It's not thick at all, just like a thin film. Here we are, cleaned up a little bit. So I'm going to put the muffler back on, and then we'll take it with the plug already out. We'll take it and set it over here close to a garage door over here, so that any of the excess can drain out here, the ATF that's still in there. Putting this muffler on. I've cleaned around there. I know it doesn't look very good, but I've used a t-shirt here and cleaned around here, blew out any debris, because the last thing I want to do is put this on and have rust or any, crap falling in there when I've just cleaned it. So we should be good here. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this back on and screw the screws back in place. Back now with the RYOBI 31cc. It's been a couple of days now, and you can see what it's left behind by just sitting here. Look at all this. It's drained out. I didn't think I put that much in there. So still quite a bit of mess here. Let's go ahead and see if we can pull the cord now and see if it's still hydrolocked from all that ATF fluid. Let's grab the plug here. Let's see how it pulls. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. Getting better. Still pretty hard to pull, but it is getting some better. Why not try some starter fluid and just see what happens? It's a lot better. Actually tried to start. That's a good thing. One more time. Well, it's pulling a lot better, as you see there. It actually fired up, so there is some ignition there. So at this point, I can work on some fuel lines, take a look at the carburetor, and see, put some gas in it eventually. But I guess that'll be it. It's getting to be a long video here, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it now and continue working on this. Now that we know that it will pull, has good compression, and can be a running weed eater at this point. We can tell that by now. So thanks for watching. RYOBI 31cc 15-inch curved shaft. Till next time, have a great day and take care.